Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Today's stream is all about making 1 minute gameplay, and this is more about a level design, not specifically an entire game design or game dev. It's just a part of a level design. So why I kept 1 minute gameplay? Because generally when we play a game, we actually play for hours and hours, right? And if you can make them play hours and hours, the ultimate goal of any gameplay is narrating the point in certain time frame. Like, let's say if you take any mission in any game, like let's take a mission in, for example, Uncharted. The first mission is more about the player need to escape from his hostel or the orphan home to meet his brother. So the ultimate goal is to meet his brother and talk with him for some time, at least a minute or two. So now the point is very, like, it's kind of a second or a 2 minutes point to explain in words, but the curiosity and the anxiety of that particular player to meet his brother is what we can actually explain in level design. And of course that level has like 5 to 10 minutes if you play it well, or sometimes if you play multiple times the same level, it takes 2 minutes to 3 minutes. So the ultimate goal of any level or any mission in that particular level is to narrate either the emotion or the progressiveness of the character. So right now we wanted to explore the emotional part of the level design, uh, and the rule is not to use any asset in the sense any 3D modeled geometry to make it look better. Everything and almost everything should be done inside Unreal Engine. Right now we are going to use the Unreal Engine, and the beat is this way. So we are taking an emotion called hope. Why we wanted to use this? Because hope is something everyone in the world have. So I just want to explain that emotion in 1 minute of a level design. So how do we actually explain anything, I mean, in terms of emotion, using the geometry? So what does geometry tells you? Like, for example, if you wanted to make something around you, like I'll just tell you something. Okay, so I'll just give you an example of emotion, so that we'll go just a 2 minutes explanation about it. So let us take this circle, and you're inside this. This is a closed surface. So what do you feel when you are inside this? You feel loneliness, right? You see a narrowed path and you're actually moving towards something. Like, let's say this is point A and this is point B, but still this this B point, you feel more distance because of this narrowness. You feel you got stuck somewhere because the area you are actually moving is less. Like, it's very near the walls around you, feel like it's pushing towards you. So that is the reason. For example, let's take, if you travel in a train, you see there will be both sides the berths and the passengers moving in the narrowed space. Even one person come towards him in opposite direction, he feels like he got stuck. But in reality, it's not like stuck or something. You actually can move, but because of the space you have, you feel like that. Now let's take the same example with the wider proportion. So what is the wider proportion? Let's draw a wider place, maybe a main road or a double road, and you are the only bike or a player with walking. You feel you have more space to walk and you feel you are in a freedom zone or a freed zone. Okay, now let's talk about the verticality. Let us assume you have a very clear visibility of steps, for example 5, and you have a point B after the fifth step. For example, you're starting from A to B, then what will happen? You know the goal and you know the difficulty of the distance. Like, you count it, right? You have 5 steps and you're going up. That's it. Even if you climb mountains in the game, when you see the Parker points, when I say Parker points, you take a mountain and you see these kind of grips on the mountains where you can actually, hold it with your hand and jump to the other uh, holding point. So you just see them, and if they don't see in terms of count larger, you feel okay, I can do it, right? So when you can feel like that, the player progression is easy. But when you actually feel like, hey, this is like 15 to 20 steps, and the distance between 13 and 15 is way more, even I can't do it if I try multiple times. You feel like that at the bottom of the first step itself. This is where your level design narration is actually making people bored or irritated or frustrated just because of your design. Of course, sometimes we actually design our longer levels wantedly, but see, like for example, you're walking on a road which is too dark, nothing is there, even the light is not there, you only have the flashlight, and you're walking, and every your side view, your left side view, your right side view is same, nothing is changed. Like for example, you have a gray color wall and that's for 3 kilometers. I am telling you, it's like 3 kilometers, be it wide, be it narrow. But if you have 3 kilometers long gray colored wall with in the darkness, and you are only having a flashlight, no colors, no entertainment around you, if you walk in that way, how long you will walk? It's like 3 kilometers is long, and that 3 kilometer will make you feel like 30 kilometer. Yeah, so that's the difference. When you actually wanted to make a game level design interesting, you should give a visual reward. I'm not telling, okay, give him a $500 reward or give him a coin in between. That's not a reward which I'm actually talking. The reward which I wanted to tell you, for example, in our level, let's say the player is stuck in a prison and in his cell. So now, if he move a friend for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, the door will open, which will give him a reward. Hey, I progressed something. Okay, now he had seen a path. Right now, he's in the dark. He came into the gray zone, and people are moving faster, so they don't bother about him. So let's go friend. And of course, emotionally, he got tied up with the place. Like, let's say if you stay for more than a week, you'll get emotionally tied up with any place. So when you tied up with that place, like, you feel like, okay, I don't want to move from here. But sometimes your freedom is more important. uh, Take it to your hometown. So if you take your hometown, you're more tied up with that place, you're emotionally connected to it. But to grow more, to progressive more, you need to move somewhere, like that. So just in that way, the door will move front. Okay, and he'll just move forward. There is no light till now. People are talking about their sorrows, their sadness, and no one is actually trying. Only the player is trying. And what is he trying? He wants to escape. So that is what I am trying to build now. Of course, the emotional is more saddened part to hope. He might achieve what he wants to do, or he might not. But hope is there. He wants to give a try. So let's try it in that way. Let's quickly draw a map. Okay, this is the cell in which the player got stuck. Let's keep one pot, one cement bed, and his drawings or something. Okay, and there is a door which it's two ways logically and by the story ways. Okay, now the player is here and he should move. It's a linear way. He should go step by step for sure. Okay, now he's traveling from here. This is more narrow. I'm just squeezing it more. And every cell has its own emotion, and they're actually talking, which we will definitely talk in the further. How do we develop this? And you travel into other direction, which is a dead end. 1 minute, sorry. Which is a dead end, and there is one table which he can actually climb and jump out. So this is in terms of geometry, it's all uh, cube, what of cube. Okay, but how do you uh, give him hope? So I'll tell you. Let's give him hope in different ways. First, the jail got broken and everyone is actually trying to escape, but no one had taken the courage. Luckily, his door got open. Okay, now he is trying. Everyone is sad because if they won't escape, whatever the impact is actually happening around the prison will kill them. Either it might kill them or they'll be the same as the prisoners. But this is a golden opportunity to a prisoner to escape, and they don't bother actually at this point, because imagine there is a destruction happening around you. You might think two cases of one person, either he might died or he got escaped. And in this situation, uh, the policeman or the one who is actually responsible of this one single person won't really bother, because they go out, they'll die. So that's the scenario right now. Let's try to build this. uh, when I say 1 minute, it's not developing this thing in 1 minute, it's the idea of narration in 1 minute. Like, this is not an entire game, not even an entire mission or a level. Consider this as a submission and a sub level. Let's do this. So for this, I'm actually taking the first person level. Easy. I'll just give you a gist. The reason I'm taking the first person is, like, I don't want to show the person costumes or something at this moment, and I want to show the narrow environment about the game. And when you feel the camera in that narrowed space, you feel more emotionally connected. Yeah, so let's try. Okay, let's name it 1 minute level design. Okay, the naming convention 1 minute. Okay, I've updated in the G. Okay, so I'm just keeping it scalable. Starter content we can keep. Yeah, let's go. Create this. It's done. First, let's turn off the real time just to make it faster. Keep it unlit. Okay, done. Let's create a new level just to make it from scratch. Keep it basic. I don't want this open world scenario. Let's keep it basic and hit create. And while you save it, 1 minute escape prison. Okay, now this is everything blank. Everything is actually in the starting point. I just play and show. We don't have a weapon also. If you know about the FPS template, we already have the weapon. I can drop that weapon over here, but in this mission we don't really need a weapon. Okay, yeah, so you understand it, right? It's all empty. Let's take it. First, let's close this folder keep it organized, create a folder. Okay, okay. One folder, and let's write this prison underscore geo. Yeah. Okay, now whatever we create as a wall or something, we're going to dump it out there. Okay, we have the standard primitives, the starter content, and we also have the material. Now if you go inside first person, 1 minute, and see, everything is already there. And right now we are only concentrating on the level design, it's not about the blueprints. So you can use this architecture because this is a simple geometry. You can use these materials. These are standard primitive geometries. Okay, right now whatever materials we have, we are going to not use them. Okay, because this is not what we wanted to actually do. We don't want to explain this with the color, we don't want to explain this with the primitive assets, I mean the premium assets. We wanted to use it with the standard geometry. Okay, let's make it possible, and it's obviously possible. There is this one material. Usually if you see any tutorial around the level design, you actually have this material in your mind. Now what I'll do, I'll quickly create a materials instance. Yeah, and name it wall, mi underscore wall. Okay, now customize this. So this is, when I say material instance, I'm not changing anything in the original material. I've duplicated the material and I am changing the variables inside the material and kind of parameters, you can say. Yes. Okay, now let's change the color, simply just to make it look better. So just for our understanding purpose, let's keep it blue. Okay, grid color and all, let's keep it same. Hit save. It's Ctrl S. Let's close it. Okay, now let's, what I'll do, I'll take a basic cube shape. Okay, hit end button so that it will touch to the ground or the grid. It's already on the 1 minute. Okay, so now right now let's create the path. Let's go to the OneNote again. So this is the player path. You go from here to here. So this is what we wanted to build. Let's rename this. Just double click on it. Wall. Okay, and just make sure you move it to the folder. Okay, just I'm just going to import this third person template, but for a reason. So add feature or content path. Import the third person. It doesn't take much space. You can cleverly remove after that. Why I'm importing this? Just for the scale purpose, and you won't make it bigger than original character. Okay, let's take the characters, whatever character we can actually take, because it doesn't change much. Okay, once you have the scale and once you build the wall, it's the same scale for each wall. Okay, when you usually talk about prison, you built walls which are slightly larger than the human. Okay, I'll just show you how we can actually use that material. Content. Okay, this is sorted. Now it's a wall. Yeah, now let's build everything like this. So when you have the wall, you duplicate it. Either you hold alt and move, you get a duplicate, or hit Ctrl D, you'll get a duplicate. Okay. Just make sure you have a structure. You can use Blender or any 3D software, in fact Maya or 3ds Max, for creating environment, or even Unreal has modeling, but the concept is not about the modeling, it's about the level design, and level design you don't need to bother about. So what I'll do, I'll just duplicate these two. Usually every prison, like I'll show you an example. Prison, I'll just take the images. If you see that, it's all common wall, like it's not an apartment. You have enough space in between every prison or every cell. Okay, let's do this. That is the reason I'm only duplicating this and just aligning them side by side. But before that, what I'll do, I'll just duplicate this and just squeeze it better and keep it like this, and one more duplicate, squeeze it better. Nice. Some use manual typing when actually adjusting it, and some use manual scaling, like this one, using the gizmo. But I prefer using the gizmo because I have more control and I won't get too frustrated at the early stage. So right now this is all a prison place. I'll take this character inside and make him sleep, because usually when you build a prison, you at least have a room to sleep and a bit space to walk. Okay, So simple, you can take one more cube and make that as a bed, and one more cube you can make it as a washroom wall, and a simple pit just to pee or something, and a pot with a glass on it to drink. Easy, right? I don't think more than this. I mean, of course, every prison has its own privilege, but this is more like I'm talking about the generalized prisons. Okay, so I'll just duplicate this, bring it out. I want to make it narrow. When I say narrow, I want to make it a real narrow space. Like, if you duplicate this guy, I want to make 1.25 width of a person. That narrow will only give you an impact of tragic walk, but if you take a wider space of walking, you'll walk freely. So immediately let's build a wall after this, just like this. So this wall is going to be uh, the corridor wall or the blocker. Okay, now if you escape, you don't have enough room to stretch your body itself. That's that much narrow. Okay, let's go. Now what I can do, let's assume this side is cell and this side is wall. Usually we have two options, one this side and both sides options also, but let's, I mean, it's our opinion, we can choose one thing and go. Okay, now let's take a cue. I meant to say, first let's log the floor. Okay, now you try, it won't move. Fine. And now you experiment with the selection. Okay, let's assume we have obviously in 1 minute you can't travel more. Let's assume we have somewhere around 5 cells. Adjust it better. Obviously you need to tweak a lot later, but first the rough blocking if you complete. Okay, done. So now you can also make this a single wall. Now let's test with the player. Let's keep him inside the third cell or something. Okay, now if you see, it feels narrow. Let me check the collision. Okay, just increase this side and just increase it. Obviously we need to change for everything else, but uh, you don't walk into every cell, but for now it's okay. I mean, I'll change the position. Let's give that impact of coming out of the prison when the game starts. Okay, okay, this is fine. Let's check. We have an enough room. It's not moving. Let's see. Okay, I adjusted something else and I changed to the other stuff. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, they're all ragdolls. Forget about them. But this looks nice. It feels like some murder happened or something, and even the physics making them move better. But that's okay. That's not our intent. Let's talk about. Yeah, so you feel it narrowed, and now I'll just close the Chrome just to not load my PC more. Yeah, so let's make 15 cells to make it look better, and we will also add some beautification, but with the cubes or with the cylinders, the basic geometry. Yeah, so now let's duplicate. You can also do one more thing. What I'll show you. And duplicate it, not here, just for the safety purpose. Group it. In this way you don't need to select multiple times. Now simply 1 minute. Okay. Also select this way. So I mean, just the change of direction. Control D and just pull a trend. Hit G. So you can expand with this group in different direction. And this group different direction. Got it? Let's duplicate this one more time. It's easy now. Okay. Nice. Now let's, obviously you can take this and turn this way and keep one more block. Once you have one more wall adjusted over here, you can go with more duplicates. Okay, just take this wall, I mean whatever is empty as not a group. Okay. Okay. You can expand the wall both ways. Align them. You should maintain the same narrowness in the other direction also. I mean to say the turning point also. Right now we are in this turning point. We are actually creating this and then this. Let's do it. Let's play it again. I want to check the narrowness. No, I guess it's good. You feel the narrowness, right? And I'll remove them, else we'll. Now the real goal, if you keep the prism over here, you'll definitely can't move. So what you can do, take this group, just check and keep it this side so that you can actually maintain the narrowness. Turn this wall. Maybe let's bring those guys. Okay. Just increase the thickness and push it back. Align it properly. Mm, yeah. We can still push this little back. Okay. And this too. You should make it narrow, but not fully closed. Let's play and test. Now we got a turn. Let's see, I'll remove them. Okay, now let's play again. He's escaping from the prison. He's jumping. Out. Yeah, I guess he have the enough space. Let's make it 5 more. And just adjust them properly. Let's play again. Let's scale this better. Okay, sorry. Now we have this turn. Let's go to the map again. Okay, this turn is done. Now let's make it this minor turn. So this is a dead end, and we don't need any presence over here. It's a big block wall. Just duplicate it over here. I don't want to make a scaling issue. Just want to keep it squeezed. Okay, now let's see. I mean, you're actually traveling. You're moving towards the prison escape. You have a block. I will build a block. I mean, when I say block, it's more of a window to escape or something, but with an obstacle of a big wall. Okay, let's do it. So if you see, I'll tell you, if you see, if I walk in the same pace, this won't feel like I am escaping emotionally. It's like, okay, I'm running. Now what we need to do, we need to go to the content, to the first person, blueprint, and blueprint character. Now go to speed. This max walk speed, keep it 250, or like, let's test it out. 350 should be fine. Okay, it's just more than a crouch. Okay, let's save it and close. Now if you see, he won't feel like he's running. You got that camera change. I'll remove them. We will also add some enhancements. And you will not see any of this natural lighting in some time, because our aim is to narrate hope using the basic primitive geometry, and make him feel like home. Okay, the only source of light is the window, and that tells us, okay, there is something outside of these walls, and if I escape, it will give us a better path to move to my best position. For a prisoner, the best position is outside world. Okay, let's see. Let's go there. Build a big block. Just make sure you hit 90 and adjust it. Sorry. Just to save time, delete this, duplicate this, so everything is on the same height. Later, just hold out. When you hold out, you will not have any minor value difference also. This is the block. Let's reconstruct this block in such a way it feels like you have more room, but it's nowhere helping you. So this is the place. Let's narrow this wall. Just increase the height, because we need to climb a box and then jump out of it. We should build the window in such a way using the simple jump mechanics. I'll show you what is a simple jump. Now this is all closed surface. If I jump, he'll just reach the ceiling area. Okay. Now this is the block. You go there. You need to increase the height in such a way. So if we'll just build more wall over here, you feel like you have more room to travel. Now this is giving you a narrower space. Why? I mean, it has more room to walk. But why do you feel you're still stuck? Because the height is more, the verticality is more. Because of that, you feel like you're still stuck, even though you have enough space to walk around. So to avoid that feel, I mean, just to give you an example, if you travel anywhere using your own legs to walk, you'll take some time when compared to the bike, right? In the same way, if you have only 3 steps to climb to the next floor, like let's say you have a height of 2 different men standing on top each other, and if you wanted to climb that height in 3 big steps, obviously you need to push some hard work, but it's just 3 steps to go. So but it's not well structured, but it gives you an easier count to measure. Like let's say if you talk about a distance, If you say 1 kilometer straight line or a highway, you say it's 1 kilometer. When you're actually traveling on a straight road, but the same 1 kilometer, if you trek, it will give you a different approach. It's 1 kilometer and it's heavy because you're doing your hard work. Like let's say you need to climb 5 to 6 cliffs to get the peak area, but it's 6 steps and you don't need to walk 1 kilometer continuously. So it depends on the perspective and the position you are actually in. When you are actually stuck in very tightly packed scenario, like someone is killing you, or you wanted to escape a chaos, a destruction, or a mass attack, or something, you won't say, okay, there is 1 kilometer in front of me and I don't want to walk or I don't want to climb. You'll do it in one stance. And if you do in one stand, if you show 1 kilometer length walking or running, that won't give you that one stance feel. When I say one stance, like it's like immediate action. So to do that kind of an action, which gives you an impulsive feel, okay, I did it, and just because of did it, I came out of this escape very fast. But let's say even if you confuse the player with steps in front of this, like this is a window and you give one more way with the steps and more brighter vision, that will not I would say, because some might come, the police cops or the destruction around the prison actually happening might kill him. So the situation he's in, he want an immediate action. Like for example, someone is actually killing you, you are in front of him, and in one stab he's going to kill you. Now you have a knife in front of you and you have your own hands to combat with him. You obviously choose the knife, right? You, even though you don't know how to stab him, you'll give it a try, because that trial will give you more chances to win. Instead of giving him 5 punches, by the time you punch him, the second one he might kill you. So that's what I'm telling you. In this way, if you think the block we are going to build now is a way which is actually narrating an immediate action should happen. Okay, let's do it. Hit escape. Let's reconstruct this wall, make it more room. Even we can build those states, but I would suggest, let's build it, but obviously I don't know if I am the guy who's there or here. Climbing one single step doesn't make me more afraid for this kind of a situation. Okay, we have more room now. I have created this block. Now let's so our concern, let's bring that mannequin now here. One is fine, just to measure the height. Later we're going to remove this floor and we're going to create one more floor for more visual representation. Obviously, I'm not going to add any arrows. This is the room. Okay, this is the room. And as we discussed, I'm going to close this with big block and no stairs. This way we're going to give the stairs, and let's see what do you going to choose. Let's choose it. Scale it up. Yeah, of course, you might think, why are we taking this much time to make 1 minute gameplay? But we are still in the blocking level, and if we recreate this environment to look more better and implement the mechanics to enhance the gameplay more better, it takes more time. But now we are actually close to complete this session. Let's see, let's check the height. I did a jump, and if not, we need to either increase the jump height or decrease the cube value. Let's go there. The cube present over there will give you better idea because of the light. Okay, we need to reduce a little bit. Just reduce a little bit. It's fine, but in this way, how do we jump? Let's keep it a little more. Increase the jump height, but not more, because if you increase the jump height more, you can obviously jump straight away from here to the wall, the window itself. That's not the case. We wanted to give the narrative impression, right? So let's increase the jump height. Go here, type jump height. Okay. Go to the character movement. Okay. Now this is the jump velocity. Let's make it 480. Let's not bump it up more, because we don't want to make it a super jump or something. It's our concern to make I guess this jump will enhance. Okay, done. Now we need to adjust window size. That's fine. But we are close. Like, he got an escape option. Obviously, using the same map and adding some obstacles and enhancements, we can make it 5-minute level also. But our theme for this stream is 1 minute, and let's play and see. Let's turn on a timer and just check. Go here, hit the stopwatch just to check how much time. Let's do a minus of 2 seconds or something. Okay, now it's going there. I did jump. There is no need of jump. Later we will disable. Okay, so this is the end point, right? We can add a cutscene, or even we can leave it as is with a little bit of more animation. But this is more a level. I'm sorry. Let's take this. It went 50 seconds, but I spoke for 10 seconds more. So uh, let's assume it's actually getting 40 seconds. Of course, we can reduce the speed and add more obstacles, and everywhere there is a pause option also. I mean, pause in the sense you can halt for a minute, but that's not the case. While he's actually traveling, we need to narrate the story. Let's see. He wanted to keep exactly 1 minute. +5 -5 is fine, but not very shorter, like 30 seconds. Let's enhance it more. Usually there is no measurement of time when you actually do the real game. Like it's not a movie to measure 2 or 30 minutes or something. And it's individual's gameplay. I mean, if you know how to play and you are already good at playing games, you play it more faster than a noob guy, right? So it all depends in which hand the game is actually in. And honestly, some actually wanted to play in such a way where they enjoy the play. They won't really, like, rush the game. Okay, I'm going to complete this game in 1 hour. Some play like, let's see, the dev guy put some efforts. So let's see what he did. And some actually play games just to spend time. So if you take any open world like GTA 5 or Saints Row, maybe Red Dead Redemption, if you start a game and there are people who just travel, they just travel. That doesn't mean they like traveling outside. They wanted to explore the environment, and this is an imaginary world. So when you actually build an imaginary world, you're actually meaning it. You're creating a world, player want to see it. And when you give him a rush, like let's say, even if you take Max Payne, which is more of a linear way of a gameplay, or let's take Uncharted, it's all not like you should go to that point. They are like semi-open world. You can explain a one particular point. Okay, this mission is constrained to this particular region, but you still can explore a point A to B. But this point A to B is not a straight line. You have more branches. So the reason these big studios or the indie gamers build this much bigger world, because the player doesn't want to feel like he is doing a job. He want to feel like he is actually exploring an imaginary world of his. And that's why the game gives more impact on any player in terms of entertainment stream when compared to movie or short form video or image, because you're experiencing it personally. You're actually being, especially when you're actually playing for FPS characters like Far Cry or even the Super Hot or any game which has the FPS way of narration, the CSGO, PUBG, you're in it. You're the player now. It's not showing any other character. How actually you want to make it? Let's build the stage. Let's go to the modeling mode. Take the stage. Click on it. Just keep it over here. Okay. And now just increase the, okay, let's increase it, and number of steps keep it 12, and then depth 40. You can use the floating, this looks better, and wait, make it till you're satisfied. Like, it's my personal choice, everyone has their own option. Okay, let's keep it 500 to keep it 450. Looks fine. It's just a height. Wait, let's go slow. Keep it 25. Reduce the steps to 8, and maybe, I mean, you can reduce the width also to keep it to 50 and keep it aside. So you still have more exploring part. You might keep an inventory or maybe a cops uniform over here, just to make sure he can actually blend with the cops and go off. It's up to you. Like, you are actually expanding the game now. Okay, let's duplicate this. But before, once you are okay, you just hit accept. The states are ready. Later we'll texture everything, but for now let's leave it as is. And texture in the sense, these textures which we are already using. I'm not going to enhance this because we already discussed. This is not about the enhancement, this is about the level design. So let's check if the steps height is actually a climbable stuff, and if it's boring, you should actually stop. Like, obviously we will block them properly with a tight pack so that it won't give you any light leak. Okay, let's try to climb steps 1 2 3 4. I mean, I'm just climbing naturally. Yeah, this is fine. You can give this space to move as if he wanted to explore the entire prison, or you can just leave, hey, jump it out, that's it. So, I mean, you can give him a choice of exploring, which we actually called as branch, but it depends. uh, you shouldn't over deviate a player because he'll get bored and he'll quit the first mission itself. Now let's just build a floor. Let's quickly model it now, and then we can actually talk about it. Don't forget to rename 360. This is 90. Just keep it aligned. Keep it. Double click on it. Ceiling floor or pavement, you can talk. Okay, you can enhance this with some grid or grilled pavements. I'll just reduce this to match width of the steps. You can leave without a railing and a corridor, but it's up to you. So we have this, and now I'll tell you, as we have this, we should build this wall 2x bigger. So what we'll do, we'll simply build this second time, and now you make it duplicate again and just keep it here and scale it, like you squeeze it inside, so that you'll give it a window room. You see, it's already blended, but I wanted to, what we can do, let's duplicate this. I don't want to feel lazy now. Okay, let's duplicate this. Okay, let's duplicate one more time. Adjust the wall in such a way as if you have a room to escape. Keep it a very narrow escape. Let's see if the player can move from here and jump. For it is actually giving you jump. Reduce it. Okay, now you see you have, okay, this is the escape point. I need to do it. Okay, now let's go. Let's do a jump. And yeah, we need to get this right. Of course, we'll scale them, but your point is that wall where you can actually go in. The only thing is you need to check whether the capsule is good enough to go inside that. Come on. Okay, the capsule is not getting inside. Let's reduce the width just for this, not more, because it should still feel narrow. You can reduce it a bit. Now let's see. This is a relief, right? Let's see. It's interesting now. Okay. Now what do we need to do? We need to enhance this level because we have completed the basic theme of our level. Now what I'll do, I'll quickly build the floor and remove this floor and add some missiles and some counter attacks and some fences around us just to make it feel okay. You have an escape, but you still have to do a lot more. Okay, let's quickly make this. And one more thing, you don't see any like I would say doors for this what do I say cells. Yeah, cells are good. Okay, now let's take the player area and build a cell. Okay, let's go to the blueprint and create one blueprint class actor and just name it bp underscore door. Okay, create a cube. You can actually build let's do one thing. Let's take a mannequin. We will definitely remove. Skeletal mesh, and inside this let's take a mannequin. Okay, for the height you already know. Okay, now let's take a cube, static mesh, call it cube, or you can simply type here cube. Sorry. Okay, and just adjust it like cell. Turn off real time over here also just to make it smoother. Show grid, show floor just to have the height. Okay, so it's later we can scale it according to our requirement. We already have this bar, so we'll just reduce it to maybe just 5. Okay, keep it 0.15. I guess this is fine. Let's keep it top. Let's give him a room so that his head enters. Okay. And now quickly block it out by holding alt, or you can do Ctrl D. Just check the foot has the space and duplicate it one more time. Look at this, but 90. Okay, even though you turn off the real time, this is the slowest area. I don't know, we need to scale it again. Take a cylinder. I'm just building the cell look-alike. Okay, you know the measures. Just keep it 0.1. Hit enter. You can lock this. Did I? Yeah, it's fine. Let's keep it. Lock it. and keep it 0.4. Now scale it like this, keep it 0.2 or 0.1 maybe. Yeah, you can actually do simply copy this value to, you see, I'll just give you a simple explanation. Whatever gizmo color you see, you can actually copy that value x, y, z and paste it over here. So you will have 1 minute. In this case, just let me undo. Okay, yeah, it should be in the 2.5 in the z direction because the direction got changed. Okay, let's keep it 2.3 and hit enter, click somewhere, just make it. I know what you're actually thinking. If you model it, it takes 2 minutes time. Yes, but I want to be clear what actually the level designer role is. He doesn't need to model, he doesn't need to learn 3D modeling. Okay, now this is going to be our gate. 1 minute. I guess we'll unparent all of this and keep it outside. Okay, now go to the skeleton mesh and push him back. Done. Let's duplicate this and just adjust the thickness. Rotate it well, just to make it look like a cage. Okay, now this is done. Let's remove the skeleton mesh. Okay, let's add a collision box. Sorry, box collision. Just expand it, keep it cage unlock. And for my understanding, there is no okay, this is for sure. You need to keep it in this way. Scale it like with 3. Fine. Keep it for 5 also fine. Fine. Yeah, this is good. Compile it, save it, and now click on this, add event on component begin overlap. You don't need to bother about end overlap. Okay, let's add impulse and we'll see in which direction we want after placing it. Okay, now from the other actor you can bring first person controller, or you can straight away go from here to cast to first person character. Okay, at this point you don't need to bother about the other actor. Hit compile and see now. do one thing. Let's follow our rolling method. Okay. And now branch. Let's keep. Sorry. If the condition is true, but what is the condition? So now keep it equals and this one, which means whatever actor is actually entering is first person character, give him entrance. I mean add impulse. Let's keep drag this, and now if you just check if you close this, everything is closing or not, and make sure this is not a child of it. I'll just bring it out of the box. Yeah, this is the best way. Bring it here, just add impulse, I can keep it. Okay, this is not happening. Let's parent all this or keep it cage unlock. Okay, self. Okay, that's also fine. When you say self, it means the collision area. So what you can do collision as a parent. Hit, what happened? Okay, let's check in which direction we wanted to move later. Let's instead get player. Sorry. Okay, now only this error is there. Let's push it. Obviously this is the one. Let's do what you can do. You can create one empty or new default scene component, rename this cage, bring this alright, let's move everything inside this. Okay. Okay, simulate physics. Simulate physics. Oh, okay, let's parent all this to this and then bring that better. Let's remove this. Simulate physics, and now add impulse. Okay, now our basic mechanics is done. Let's test it out. Of course, let's keep some value on any direction. 50,000, let's keep it. Even though you keep it, let's see what I'll do. I'll bring that blueprint. Where's the viewport? Let's subfloor, and now collision should be like 50, 50. Oh no, only the collision. Let's remove this. Sorry. First, let's remove this from the parenting of the box, because if box get affected, now if you scale, did I do undo? It's properly. Now if you scale, make it 5, it should not affect the other objects. And where is the cylinder? Let's keep it just like other cylinder. Copy. Paste. See, now it's properly aligned. Yeah. Okay. Now let's bring this into our game. Let's go to the player area, and now bring this door. Okay, Now adjust it according to our requirement. We should obviously adjust the uh, cage collision size. Keep it narrow. Yeah. Let's see in which direction the impact is actually happening. I don't know. My assumption, there's no enough space. Meta. Let's go. Or let's go to the event graph. Okay. So this is the parent object. Let's see which direction it's actually there. It's in the y direction. So just to scale, let's remove the snapping. Just for now, and hold control. Let's do it in the y direction and keep it 0. Hit compile and also print collision happened. Just to check if this is actually coming till here. Let's see, because if he is not entering the collision, I guess let's make it a full. the debug is not happening. So let's solve this by just instead of controller, let's keep character and see. If not, we can straight away do this. And remove this. Just check. Collision happened. Okay, let's go inside. The collision happened. Now let's see why the impulse is not happening. Okay, so all these have the physics properties. So I'll take one cube and show you all and type. If you go to the physics also, enable gravity, simulate physics, so this should be turned on. Let's select all these cubes and cylinders, and now simulate physics. Let's turn it on and just compile and hit. Now if you try, it will happen. See, it already happened. Okay, but it should happen only after you enter it. Let's move this player back and check. Okay, it's not happening after he enter. So let's do two ways. Yeah, so what I need to do, we need to turn off all these simulate physics before, and this will turn on once we have the simulation started, which means once he enter. Okay, you see, it happened, but the value is high. Let's increase it, skip it 5, just to show you that it's actually happening. You got it right. So let's reduce the scale and give more impact. Let's go to the blueprint and just reduce the scale of this cube, so this will reduce, like hit R or go here and do manually. That's okay. You can reduce. Oh no, 8 should work fine. 8. No, The moment you enter the collision, okay, fine. Sorry, skip it. 13. The moment you enter collision, it falls down. And now you should escape, but it should give the impact properly. So let's reduce the scale. Let's turn the snap, reduce it to 0.125. Let's scale it over here, 0.135. We're close. Okay. It has an impact. Now, just to make it more better, take this wall, search for collision over here. Now, collision presets, keep it block all. Okay, now let's see what will happen. It'll give you more impact. You get the bounce effect, but the collision is not that much clear. Yeah. Adjusting the values will give you more trouble. Okay, done. Now let's. Okay. Yeah, so we have that impact. What we can do, we can create a duplicate of this and remove the collision and make each and every door properly. Okay, let's do it. But now you can't straight away come out of this space. Now you have a better, you know, impactful feeling when you actually come out of it. Okay, now we already have a clear vision and an escape route, and also a little bit of an enhancement. Obviously, once you jump you can't come back to jail, and no one wish to go back to jail. Let's see. Let's quickly texture them and just, like, adjust them better and change the lighting. I'll just complete all of this in 5 minutes. First, before doing a duplicate, I'll just hit Ctrl D, inactive, keep it bp underscore door. Okay, now let's go inside and remove cage unlock. Yes, yeah, remove it and remove all this and hit compile and save. Okay, now whatever inactive door is there, let's bring it over here, scale it, just to keep it good enough. Okay, you don't see that collision field. Okay, just copy the scale value, copy and hit paste. It fits in perfectly. Adjust it. Since they're all same duplicates, it won't change much for you until and unless you are not adjusting it properly. Come on, fix it. What I'll do, 1 minute. Oh, obviously we need to do that. Let's add a material. We already built a material, so level prototyping, materials, duplicate this, create one more material instance, name it mi underscore gate, keep it black. You know why I'm choosing black? And the grid color white. Fine. Now let's save it, close it, and just drop it as a material. Okay, if it's not happening, open a blueprint. Okay, go to the blueprint immediately, go to the blueprint and hit the jail, and now select all of this, because here the material should happen. Instead of this, type gate and choose it. Now go to the viewport, you'll have it. Now go to the other cylinders, whatever is empty, now choose it. Okay, this has a better impact. Okay, did I miss anything? No. Yeah, save it, close it. Do the same thing with the inactive door. Let's keep it a gray shade. 1 minute. Let's go to the level prototyping, materials, duplicate one more time and type mi underscore inactive gate, just to differentiate between the active gate and the inactive gate, so that you won't get confused why these gates are not opening. Okay, let's keep it this blue. I'll keep it black and change this to orange. Save it. Okay, let's complete this stream in the 5 more minutes. Let's go to the first person blueprints and go to inactive there. Done. Let's select everything, don't leave anything. Go here, gate, you'll see inactive gate, select it, check viewport, everything you completed or not. Okay, save it and close it. Okay, now what I can do, I'll do it later. I'm sorry. Okay, quickly duplicate all of this. since I have used the same measurement for each cell, it's same. Let's have the same guy. And look at this. I'm clearly saying you they are inactive. Let's see. Now if you go, we should fix it. We'll do it later. Done. You feel like you are in a real cage stuff. We can narrow it more down. That's fine. I'm going to close all these light leaks soon. Just a minute. Now we already have. Now let's make a floor and a ceiling. Let's remove this floor. Okay, this floor is ceiling. Let's quickly go to the level prototype, go to the materials and duplicate them. Okay, now duplicate this and make it m underscore floor. One thing underscore floor, we already have what. Okay, let's change the color quickly. Keep it orange just to keep, or green. Okay, save it just to keep it as a floor. Okay, now duplicate this and just align it to them. Just scale it better just to match it. Okay, now you scale it way better till you reach this point and duplicate it again, scale it off. Okay, and just reduce the width. Make sure you keep proper value just to blend it properly. You can also take entire big floor, but I want to differentiate the outer corridor, one wall and one floor, the interior as different. Okay, let's, obviously you can't test it now. What we can do this as one single floor for all the jails. Let's scale it better. Make sure you're doing it for the floor only, or else it might become your ceiling. Just of course you don't mind. Scale it clearly so that it fits in. Just check. Now duplicate one more time just to make it this feel. Okay, now let's quickly build a ceiling. This is the place you need to tightly pack everything. To duplicate. Make it just squeeze it till here. Okay, let's test it out first. You will see everything dark for sure. Okay, now let's build the lighting. The that darkness will give you feel. Now you get my point, right? Where are we? Let's take the player start. So what we can do, let's duplicate, keep it off, let's get it better. And now if you keep it over here, let's get it better. Okay. I guess maybe forgot to add the follower here. Just do it quickly. For now, let's hide it. Just to make it I can make this properly cut and make a 4-minute tutorial, but in between when you face the difficulties you might feel to give it up. That is the reason I wanted to stream it from scratch so that you will understand. Okay, now let's, if you tap in, there's a play start. Okay, this is also a closed surface which we need to take care of. Now if you go anywhere, you don't see anything. Now what we can do, I'll just hit light. Okay, let's not make 1 minute. I'll turn it off and make it light wireframe and go to left view. I'm assuming this as a floor. Now let's go to the perspective. Okay, let's go to the left view and type pavement. Accept the first payment, select everything, or you can simply select this. Okay, there's a payment. This let's align it to the actual ground so it looks nice. Okay, this is also a pavement, and this one, let's align it back. Okay, now let's check where is this is ceiling. Let's make sure we don't have any light leaks, but also now let's go to the top view and see where it is. Okay, this is the place. Keep it like this. Okay, reduce the scale exactly so you don't feel. Okay, now let's go perspective and turn on I'm sorry, and you can't play it and see until and only let it well properly. This side I already did the block. Where is it? But that's okay. Let's keep it tight, no light leaks, because if you have one light leak also, it might differentiate the hope in different direction. Our goal is to deliver hope in terms of lighting. So let's pack it well. Okay. You're closing everything. Make sure you are actually closing even this. Let's close it off. My intention is not to give him a wrong direction from this way. As I told you, he can actually go here and find some loot. That's fine. So let's go lose it. We can't play even now. Let's go add some lights. Just 1 minute. Let's go to the play start. What we can do two ways. Add the light directly to the player, or add a slight lighting which can give you the path and a bright lighting at the end. So we are choosing the second way. Okay, let's go to the play start. And now quickly add a rect light, and now turn on lit. Choose the rect light, keep it to EV or lumens, just for our value purpose. Keep it to 50. No, 250. 250. See, you're somewhere out. Remove the duplicate. Rotate it. It takes time when you turn on lit, but you can't test the lighting without. Let's go to play start. For now, what I'll do, I'll take rect light. First do the placements. Okay, let's turn this to 90 and bring it on. Reduce the scale. Okay, now reduce the width. Obviously, right. Let's keep it narrow and just this one. Since you already have, or what you can do, go to the top view, check the light. Now start duplicating it according to the path. You can later select all the lights and just adjust the value. So I kept the radius too small, so it acts like a spotlight. Okay, now let's just, you have some light now, see. Now we obviously enhance this level to a better view. And this is the where this is the place you have more light. I just need to close this again. I'm just checking whether I have properly aligned everything. And one more thing, I just need to place one more light here, one more light here, just adjust it properly. Okay, nice. And select this and close this. Now play. Nice. You have an impact. The footsteps and stuff later you can add. I'm sorry. There is a light leak over here which will definitely distract. I'll just go to perspective. We are already on the let's only close this and now scale this. I guess it's closed. Go check again. It's better. You can bump up the lighting or reduce the lighting. Sorry. I'll remove them. Okay. Let's move this. Obviously it should not create any gap. Let's do it again. You can enhance it later by changing the values and stuff. Now it's closed. I guess where it's still more dark, maybe the lights are not properly on. Or it's not enough. Keep it 500. Let's select all this stuff. Put them top. Keep them in the top. And change the values to 500. Now it should give a better impact. You can also flicker them. You see the more scope there, the light is better, but I guess maybe the radius for all this stuff, whatever we selected, let's increase the radius to 250. Now if you let's play from here just for testing. I'm sorry. Let's close this too. Okay, and check if you close this. Also, let's give that green color to this and just over here. Also, add one point light to make it, say this is the point you have to jump. Just bump up to 800 or 500. Change it to color pick and choose this green. Now let's play. Also, we need to adjust this floor. Yes, but it in different way. Wait. Lighter color and you can do that. Did I miss any floor? Sometimes it gives you glitch. That's okay. I'll remove them so we will not have any glitches. uh, it gives you a clear way. Okay, let's not jump because we don't have floor outside. Let's take any of this, make a duplicate, keep it near this. Now if you can jump, not if you can, you should obviously. So also I will add one red color light over there and orange color light over here. So wait, I'll turn all lights, all the red lights to orange color. Now if you play, you have that. Okay, with the light direction you'll actually help a lot. Now let's take this mannequin, remove all of them. Let's see, this should sound better. Perfect. No glitch, nothing as of now. Okay, now these two lights we need to select, turn it a different shades of green, which will give you an impact. Okay, you need to move this side. Okay, you turn this lights as blue, it's differentiating as an option. Okay, go to the top view, type player start. So you see these lights which are going towards this dice. Let's duplicate one more and change all the way to dark and dark. Now if you enter, it's it's way dark, which you'll obviously feel not to. Wait, I'll just I'll do one thing. I'll go to blueprints, sorry, and bp underscore do. This we don't need to, it's sorted. After, like, go here and then copy the same stuff here, connect it to here. Done. Now destroy actor. Right. Okay, copy this and paste it over here and hit. Or you can do one more thing. Why this has not happened? Okay, you can copy same. And just okay. Compare and to plus. Make sure you remove the simulation uh, so it won't simulate. It got hit and now it won't impact. Okay. So this will change you into a better way of narration. Okay. Welcome. So this way you can actually make this level look more better. What is this? Skewed. Okay, the one which I so let's I hope you understand yeah, so I hope you understand this is the way we actually design. Let's quickly turn on the stopwatch and just check if we can actually narrate this. We need to fix this, but that's okay. Let's play it and then turn on the stopwatch, reset and turn on. Okay, let's play. It's going okay. Now the narration got changed. He's turning to the other direction. we add another way, and now this has a wide opening and it has a room to walk this way and other way, but it's a serious block and you can't turn. You can actually walk inside and come out, but our goal is to jump from here and walk. Now you see a bigger light and a better vision. So let's, I guess I'm close. So in this way we can actually develop levels in a better scenario. And if you see, I'm pretty happy with the time, the stopwatch time. It's close to 58 seconds, I can say, but that's fine. Okay, let's save this and close, and let's see in the next stream. Thank you.